I don't care. Is it self-defense? I'm not talking to you without a lawyer.
We here, y'all. Yeah. But anyways, A Trey, EGC, NBA2 rolled up out of the neighborhood dorm. But I'm hearing he ain't no bust. You know what I'm saying? He rolled up, but he ain't no buster. Heard he caught them fades up in there. But it's a neighborhood dorm, so there's nothing he could really do. Um, Let me just put it like this, bro. Go subscribe to the channel, bro. If you ain't yet, do it now. Don't come on my channel looking at my videos and you ain't subscribed to it. So go subscribe to the channel. Do it now. And yeah, we're gonna bring you what you want to hear. React and Relate TV. Me Mugging Media. I don't have that no more. So I can only throw videos on there. Google and YouTube took that away from me. But React and Relate TV is the new. And then I got another one called uh, Post No Jumper Reactions. So go subscribe to that one. Press that like button and press that notification bell. And we're going to get to the video. Let's get to the video, y'all.
NBA2 got rolled up out the neighborhood dorm supposedly. That NBA handle got a cold ring to it in the county jail. Either folks that been victims of it, or they trying to get their issue out the way with them. The Hustlers made NBA2 DP a keyway from insane before he left. He'd been over there with Ant about a week or so, I believe. Now the kite just hitting his desk, or he just getting around to address it. You know the YouTube street's gonna run with whatever narrative is more entertaining off the rip.
Thank you. That part right there. They are going to run with whatever it said on YouTube. The YouTube entertainment is going, man. They're gonna make you look like you a punk, bro. When you not, it's crazy.
But that shit ain't even sound right to me. But hey, I wasn't there. NBA in there programming. Cut and ran 3 fades. He got down with a white boy from Brick Boys, somebody from Bram's over a dice game, and Cub from Insane. We ain't get the details, but I'm sure they on the way. Let's see what Hefe got to say about it.
Man, so NBA 2 is on the menu, man. My little bro. So I had got a message, man, the other day to call in. You know what I'm saying? And it was pertaining to my brother NBA 2, which happens to be in jail, incarcerated at the time, right? So I call in, and some people of mine's like, hey, yo, brother still amongst you? I'm like, yeah,
Is that cooking oil in the background of Ant Jefe's video? I like cooking oil, or that's some either some piss in the bottle or some cooking oil or some apple juice.
why it was happening. They like, oh, well, I got a call saying, that something happened to him or he got rolled up or whatever the case may be. So I guess what people were trying to say is that he hit a neighborhood dorm and he was rolled up. But before he was rolled up from this neighborhood dorm, that the neighborhoods had made him DP somebody, supposedly made him DP somebody from insane before he was sent on his way. Now, how bizarre is that? People know they be sounding crazy on this internet, but they still choose to stick with the goofiness. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's slandering the person that they say they enemy, just like even with this Fade situation with me, like these dudes got audio or this happened, you tapped out or you was in the fetal position. Like this stuff is just funny to me, but you can't do nothing but sit back and laugh. Like I said, until I hear, you know what I'm saying, the person speak on it, you know what I'm saying, there ain't even really nothing to be spoke about, you know what I'm saying? Like we know what happened, we know the truth, you know what I'm saying? The people who seen it with their own eyes know the truth. I can never get caught up in what these bozos on the internet, are going for and are talking about, saying that somebody told them something or they heard this, you know what I'm saying? That's what we not doing. But however, you know what I'm saying, pertaining to this situation with NBA, all this is false. I don't know if this was something that was making its rounds on YouTube or if this was something that was on Instagram, but it's false, 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 false. But just to get into the situation, being that it was placed out there, the situation is this. Ain't no roll-ups happening. He ain't even hit no neighborhood dorm. He's only been in one dorm at Wayside. As we all know, LA County Jail don't have no dorms unless you're going to the 5,000 floor, which the 5,000 floor is preoccupied by crazy people, by people that's in yellows and blues. So, however, when he was out there in Wayside, and what dorm was that? I think 723 or something.
This call is being recorded.
The dorm is a mixture of everybody. And one thing about it, the majority are the Mendes. The Mexicans got the dorm. You know what I'm saying? The whole top tier of the dorm is filled with Southsiders and are those that run with them Paisas, the Camaradas, and majority of the bottom tier. You know what I'm saying? It's the blacks only be having like a quarter in these dorms. It'd be about, man, anywhere probably from like 200, you know what I'm saying, or like 150 Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, to like 15 blacks, 12 blacks, or whatever the case may be. Now, however, bro was in his 723 dorm. Again, it wasn't no neighborhood dorm. Some guy named A-Dog, you know what I'm saying, from 60s, and another guy named Fatcher BPS, supposed to be the guys, you know what I'm saying, who was in this dorm the longest or whatever. So, however, bro had a few fades in that dorm, you know what I'm saying. From my understanding, he had a fade with a dude named Baldy from Brims, you know what I'm saying, over them shooting dice. He had a fade with a white boy, you know what I'm saying, that was from Brick Boys out in Long Beach, you know what I'm saying, and he had a fade with the guy from Insane. Now, when he told me about the fade from the guy from Insane, I couldn't understand, but as I've been seeing, being in here, the Insanes, either they're going to be like on Hub and Dub time or like, some Long Beach time. You might occasionally find one that's on some trade time and, fight neighborhoods and stuff like that. But none of the guys I have ran into this go round on this trip, you know what I'm saying? It's like they all like, Hub and Dub or whatever the case may be, Hub, Dub, and the Tub. Now, to get to this fake slander, what have happened with him in that dorm, and the reason why he's no longer in that dorm is because of these guys around here that's on that zombie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So a lot of these guys around here on that zombie and play a zombie. So from my understanding, dude from Brick Boys was capping out having an episode and had too many episodes. He slept on top of she slept on top of Lil Bo bunk, you know what I'm saying, at the top. So after all these episodes, little bro became frustrated with this guy, and just happened to get off on him, you know what I'm saying, because he was tired of talking to him, put him down from there. Dude from Insane was mad, felt some type of way because his tub partner got fired on. So him and my brother started having words. From there, my little brother called him and saying the B word and told him, you know what I'm saying, come on, get up in here. However, the rest of the dorm, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the blacks, as small as the county is already, from my understanding, other people was chiming in like, oh, you let him call you a B. Oh, you let him do this now. You got to catch that fade, bro. Woo. Whatever the case may be. Dude, insane, get up under there. Him and my brother, you know, they have their little fade or whatever. That's that. So.
Y'all got denim? Hold on the website, y'all? Ain't no way you guys are a print-on-demand company.
A few days later, the same dude that he fight me insane catch out. My little brother grab him by his feet, pulls him off his bed, pulls him out his bed area, and you know what I'm saying, the rest of the dorm agreed that this dude needs to be DP, you know what I'm saying, because they looking bad amongst the Mexicans. He's catting out doing weird stuff. So from there, the dorm, you know what I'm saying, that came together, the guys in the dorm that came together and was like, they're going to give him a 4-man DP. Now on this 4-man DP, you know what I'm saying, happened to be NBA2, happened to be a guy named Baby Cap from 5 Avalon, and 2 other unidentified dudes that, you know, I don't remember their names and or where they from. They DP this dude from Insane, you know what I'm saying, for his antics and him catting out in this dorm. While they're DPing him, they get caught. They get caught the first time, they kind of get away with it, you know what I'm saying. Bro, they squabbing, you know what I'm saying, the police, hey, bro, grab him. Like, oh no, we just playing, we horse playing. The police let it go. The second time, with all these people that's in it, it didn't get let go. The police like, hold on, this can't be too much. It's too much horse playing, if anything. So they rewind the cameras back, and they come and get everybody. Now, what I don't agree with and what I told bro was he should have never had let those dudes in the dorm tell him that he was going to be one of the ones to DP him. I don't care who they was, because the thing is, bro had already been in that dorm handling his business and, you know, already had a fight with the dude from Insane because he got on the dude from Brick Boys. And then also, you know, had to get on him because of the cat and mouse situation, throwing up on little bro bed and in his bed area. Now, that's all I was telling him. Like, you should have never let these dudes tell you that it was going to be you and 3 other dudes to DP this dude, because now look at you. But, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, can't car with spilled milk. But, you know, for future reference, bro, you know, you all gas, no brakes. Don't allow these dudes to make no decisions for you, because those other dudes, they wasn't fighting. And they should have been the ones, you know, who had DP'd them, or the dudes, you know what I'm saying, who hadn't been fighting. You know what I'm saying? They got to get their hands dirty in our feet. Where, you know, you have been in there squabbling, had multiple squabbles in that dorm. And it shouldn't even been you. You know, when them dudes told you that you're going to be a part of DP, you should have told them, nah, like, bro, I already squabbled him twice. You know what I'm saying? Got on him for being on the spice, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I didn't ask for none of you dudes' help, you know what I'm saying? So how can you dudes dictate my program and or tell me, like, as if y'all some big homies that, oh, you going to...
This call is being recorded.
Don't let dudes, you know what I'm saying, dictate your program, definitely in this jailhouse, because a lot of people act like more than what they is, and a lot of people ain't even been through that ringer themselves, but want to try to play narrator. So that's just some game I have to give a little bro, but we need to kill the fake narratives talking about he was in the neighborhood dorm, and he got rolled about the neighborhood dorm, and before he got rolled up, they made him DP a dude from Insane. Him, the dude, Cap, they both, you know what I'm saying, was caught for the DP. They both was placed in the hole, and they both were sent over here to LA County Jail, to Man Central. So get y'all facts straight and stories straight, because he couldn't have been rolled about a neighborhood dorm. That it was only a dorm that 3 neighborhoods was in, and the rest was Bloods and, you know, other people, 3 gangsters, 3 Bloods, 3 neighborhoods, from my understanding. Those 2 Long Beach guys, that's about what, like, about the 12 people, you know what I'm saying? And probably about 2 other people, you know what I'm saying, don't know where they from, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it must have been other guys that was a part of the discipline.
The zombie recipe got the county jail looking like a Mike Jackson Thriller video. Everybody geek like Fabo. I'm starting to see spaceships on Bane, kid. I understand the stress and the boredom that come with being caged up, but I'm cool off the drugs. Dare to be different, kids. I'm gonna get hard when I get out. Damn all that. If it ain't gang business, majority of the time squabbles behind gambling, debt, or somebody that did some bum. Gotta be a winner and a loser, right? But you live to fight another day.